Jimmy Kimmel, revealing new details only to Dr. Oz on his son's heart condition.
You know, he had really two problems with his heart. I try to make bad things that happen to me in my life into good things.
Plus, need a health reboot? Join our brand new plan, System 20. 20 goals, lose 20 pounds, and reduce disease by 20%. Coming up next.
Are you ready for season 11? Today, an Oz exclusive with someone who has let me into their most personal health struggles. He's a true fighter, not only for his own health, but for his family's and now the rest of the country. I sat down one-on-one with comedian and talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, who opened up about his son's heart condition, sharing the intimate details you haven't heard. You look much healthier than most would have expected for this long, hard life you've lived.
Do I really? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm wearing makeup, you know, so that's at least half of
But
it.
I'm looking at your pupils. They don't look jaundiced. Lift your tongue up. No, you look good.
Oh, thank you. Do you do this with everyone, or is this?
Only my friends. You know, one of the most flattering moments of my life was when I came on your show and you commented that I insulted you about your lifestyle, your diet, your exercise.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. How does this work? Should I take my clothes off?
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that.
How are you? How's everything?
I'm doing very well. It prompted you to make a change in your life.
Yeah, I was probably 20 pounds heavier. And as I recall, and correct me if this is wrong, you were on the show.
Jimmy's almost 37. If I'm kind, I'll push it. 37. You got an inch too much.
Okay. And then the next day you called me and said, hey, you know, you're a young guy, you should take better care of yourself. And I thought, well, that's weird. Rarely do the guests do that. Just FYI, you're the only one that's ever done that. No one's ever called the next day and say, hey, are you all right? And I started thinking about it, and I thought, wow, Dr. Oz shouldn't care more about my health than I do. It doesn't make much sense. And I managed to not gain that weight back.
So what have you automated? Because most of the folks that I've spoken to in my life who've found health didn't do it by struggling in every single thing. They just found a couple ideas that just seemed to sing for them.
Well, for one thing, it was eating less. And the other thing is eating things that I knew to be healthy. Fish, salad, chicken, and I eat things that are good for you.
So, although the friendship was kindled by that, what I was really impressed by is how you managed your son's illness. And I was here in the studio when you went public and announced that Billy had been born with a heart defect.
Right.
What made you feel that you could do something that made you so vulnerable?
Because I'm a comedian, I try to make bad things that happen to me in my life into good things. So an example might be I get a flat tire. You don't like that, but you have a funny story about having a flat tire, maybe. And in this case, it's not such a funny story, but I decided to go on the air and speak about my son. And it just so happened that we happen to be at a point in American history where Affordable Health Care Act, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, was threatened. And I got the sense that from the doctors and nurses that it was important that the government continue this program, and I decided to go on the air and raise awareness of what was going on in Congress. Whether it made a difference or not, I'll never know for sure. I know it didn't hurt, and I know that ultimately Affordable Health Care Act survived, and that was really my goal.
As it was defined, the Jimmy Kimmel test was no child should ever be denied health care for financial reasons.
Yes.
As you look at the folks who are running right now for president, which of those healthcare plans you believe meets the Jimmy Kimmel test?
You know, I really don't know. In fact, I was going to ask you that very question because I'm not an expert when it comes to really anything, you know? So I just think what you do is you look to the other countries who are succeeding with universal health care and you say, okay, what are they doing that works and What are they doing that works?
Do you think, as late night becomes more and more political, that hosts should be throwing themselves into the fray, getting engaged as you did, talking about healthcare?
I think we're at a point in American history where every citizen needs to throw themselves into the fray. We need to be active, we need to vote. More than anything, we need to vote.
Let me go back to what started it all. Billy's born.
Yes.
He seems healthy.
Yes, we actually had an ultrasound done. We did have that
Sorry,
done.
Molly had the ultrasound when Billy was still in utero.
No, I had the ultrasound, which was where the confusion came in, because I wasn't actually carrying the baby. They just saw a pot roast in there.
That's right.
Molly had the ultrasound when she was pregnant. She was probably 6 months pregnant, and they detected a flutter or something like that. We went in, and it just so happened to be the day that Trump was elected. It was election day. And they said, oh, it's fine, it's nothing.
The election was
about.
fine?
The election, they did not say that, but it was early in the day. And it turned out that, he had this, really two problems with his heart.
The stress that you feel when your child is at risk is very different from any other stress that you could imagine. How did you manage that stress?
My family gathered at the hospital when the operation was going on, and a weird thing happened. We just started telling stories, and we really were making each other laugh, and it's something that happens at funerals in our family. There's always a lot of laughter, and I think that we're lucky that we have that, and we were optimistic the whole way, mostly thanks to the doctors we spoke to and the nurses who said, we do this all the time, this is gonna be okay. And it was true. Billy's doing great. He's like any other kid, not like any other kid, but like any other kid in our family. He's a little weird, but it has nothing to do with his heart, his brain.
So you wrote this interesting book, and I'm curious how you go from talking about healthcare policy and playing a role in making decisions that have saved your son's life to writing a book called The Serious Goose. And you dedicated to two kids and the staff at Children's Hospital.
Right.
What prompted you? Get bored? I mean, you penned this, you authored it, you lettered it, these illustrations. Did you paste this through a mirror here too?
Yeah, no, I didn't paste the mirror, but I did have to fight for the mirror. It's an unusual thing to put inside in a book. The idea of a serious goose appealed to me, and also I knew I could raise a serious amount of money if I wrote and illustrated a book. And so I did, and all the money I make goes to Children's Hospital here in Los Angeles and to children's hospitals around the country.
Are your kids proud of the book?
They don't understand. I mean, they like the book. They think it's funny, but to them, they don't understand that I'm on television or that everybody doesn't draw a book. But I think it came out pretty good, and I think it's fun. You got a serious goose at the beginning of the book, and it's the kid's job to make the goose laugh, to make it a silly goose. And at the end of I won't spoil it, but at the end of the book, it works out well for the goose.
I think I found...
When we come back, I raid Jimmy's fridge and challenge him to a drinking game with a healthy twist.
Do you need a health reboot? Something you can stick with? Well, we have an easy-to-follow lifestyle system that can get you back on track. 20 goals, lose 20 pounds, and reduce your risk of disease by 20%. A plan you can stick with because we made it easy. From the way you eat to how well you sleep and how you manage your stress every day. System 20 for 2020.
It feels good.
I'm behind the scenes with Jimmy Kimmel, about to put him to the Dr. Oz test.
So you've tried all kinds of fun ways of getting your body in shape.
Yeah.
I heard you were doing intermittent fasting, then you
Yes.
stopped doing intermittent fasting. You're confusing me. So what happened and why'd you stop?
I just hated it so much. I started working out regularly, and I just was too hungry to not eat. So now what I try to do is eat dinner at a reasonable time and then not eat again till lunch.
So you're still doing it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So how do you stay energized?
You know what my secret is? I never feel energized, so I don't feel any actual letdown.
So, there's this Jimmy Kimmel test we were talking about, but there's also the Dr. Oz test.
Oh,
where I, like a voyeur, rifle through your drawers, refrigerator, looking for all kinds of evidence of healthy and unhealthy behavior.
isn't it beautiful?
Yes, it is beautiful. You decorated it yourself?
Yeah, we got labels on everything, peanut butter, extra snacks, extra flavored water.
How do you remember this stuff? So avocados, you a big fan?
I do. I eat a lot of avocados.
Almonds, my favorite.
That's one of my snacks.
All right, so you got peanuts here. Are these yours,
I
really?
No, I don't eat that.
All right, so we got in here. You got fruit, that's
Yeah,
good.
I eat a lot of apples. I'll eat about 2 apples a day.
Strawberries, big fan.
I eat strawberries too, yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Yeah.
You have these.
I like olives.
What's hair on your chest? Do you have hair on your chest?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do.
All right. Tell you what, we can use these olives for a drinking game that I have in mind.
Okay.
You up for it?
Yeah, sure.
Come on out.
All right. All right.
I've got 3 green drinks. Right. We're going to start off with matcha tea.
Okay.
You have to answer the question. If you get it right, we drink. If you don't get it right, we don't. So you better get it right.
Okay.
All right. Where is the ulnar nerve, and why should you care about it?
The ulnar nerve? I'm going to say it's in the brain.
It's actually where the funny bone is.
Oh.
It's right down there. You bang it. Why do they call it the funny bone? Because it hurts.
Because it's funny when people do it and you get to watch them suffer for a little while, I think, probably.
It's the lowest form of humor, isn't it? Laughing at someone else's discomfort.
Who cares? The lowest form of food is pizza, too. I mean,
You know, matcha is so good for you. It's made actually from crushing the leaves together, so it has important anti-inflammatory benefits.
Is it good for you?
Yeah, it helps with stress.
I've never had it before.
Well, I mean, you know what? You were close enough with that ulnar guess.
Okay,
Because the
good.
nerves are connected to the brain.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's good.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
This is spirulina. You know what that is, right?
I've heard of it, but I've never had it.
Blue-green algae. Every antioxidant you ever want in the world. For that reason, it's an important anti-inflammatory product. Are you ready for your question? I really want to taste this.
So this is like what you'd clean out of your fish tank.
You know what? That's a good point. It sort of looks like that too. That grungy tail. It's
Yeah.
got here, take a little whiff of it. It's got a very swampy.
I'm not sure I want to answer this question correctly, but shoot.
How many calories does laughing burn in 15 minutes?
In 15 minutes of straight laughing?
Yes.
Well, you'd have to be in a mental institution to laugh for 15 minutes straight. I'm going to say not that many. I'm going to say like 110.
You know, actually, it's 40 calories, but for a show, it's 120, which
Okay.
is close enough.
All right.
Ready?
Salud.
Salud. Thoughts?
Pretty good.
Final one. This is celery juice.
Okay.
Very popular these days, right? I'm not sure why it works. Everyone says 50 different reasons, but I think it helps with bloat a little bit because it's a diuretic. It'll keep you nice and svelte.
Oh, nice.
Right, are you ready for the big question?
Yeah.
How many years of life do you gain by laughing a lot? By smiling?
3?
7. Again, close enough.
Wow.
There's no way you'd know these answers.
How would I know this?
I should have put vodka in that one.
You know what this tastes like? Celery.
I have enjoyed you so much.
Same here.
And I appreciate the fact that you exposed yourself. And you did
What?
something- Yes.
Oh. How'd you know about that?
But you put yourself out there for the benefit of others. And
Wow.
it means the world to everyone in the medical profession. I'll speak for us, that you're willing to involve yourself in something that all of us feel passionately about. So God bless you.
Same to you. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for caring about my health and everyone's health as well. And I hope that I never disappoint you. But if I do, call me and tell me I'm fat.
I'll toast an olive.
And I'll look to that.
My friend, bye. I'm inspired by Jimmy's health turnaround and his efforts to make sure all children have access to the health care they need. Check out Jimmy's new children's book, The Serious Goose. It's not so serious. We'll be right back. It's 2020, and if you're looking to go on a diet, forget about it, because dieting is dead. It is time for System 20, a science-based program for the health of your entire body and mind. System 20 is a 20-item checklist that will help you lose 20 pounds and reduce your risk for diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and stroke by an average of about 20%. So stick around and learn how to start System 20 today.
Hey ladies, it's the first week of January. You know what that means.
Cabbage soup diet. Cabbage soup for breakfast, cabbage soup for lunch, and for dinner.
It's the grapefruit diet. Before you eat anything, eat a grapefruit. Breakfast, grapefruit. Lunch, grapefruit.
Let's get those rear ends tight and right.
20. There's 20 everywhere today. The start of a new decade. I'm so proud of you guys because they've done something really cool. You're gonna hear about it today for the first time. Dieting is over because System 20, I like it, boom, boom. Everywhere I look, there's success. System 20 is here. You know, it's not a diet, but a science-based system for health of your entire body and mind. And we're gonna launch it here for the very first time right now. Take a look. System 20 is a comprehensive research-based health overhaul you can actually live with. A checklist you can print out and hang on your fridge. 20 things to help you lose 20 pounds and reduce your risk of ailments like heart disease, diabetes, and stroke by an average of 20% in the year 2020. We made it easy to follow, so there's no room for error. The hallmark of the plan, intermittent fasting. And we're getting rid of breakfast. You'll break your fast at 11 a.m. with a meal of beans, greens, and protein. And get this, you get a cheat day. Everything's thought out on this plan. Not just how you eat, but how you sleep, handle stress, even how you connect with others. And we know System 20 works because we brought in a group of people to test it, including our own investigative reporter, Mara Schiavocampo. Everyone weighed in, had their weights measured, blood pressure checked, and blood sugar taken. They also joined our System 20 Facebook group and shared their successes.
I lost a total of 11 pounds.
I'm down 4 pounds.
We've had this treadmill sitting in the garage and I didn't even know how to start it.
Their recipes.
This is kale sweet skillet.
And offered each other support.
Just keep going, all right? Do the best that you can.
We can do this. We got this.
And friends of the show reached out to join System 22.
I need your help, Dr. Oz.
Curly Nikki was worried about her dad's blood pressure, so he joined the system. And Carson Daly has added the System 20 intermittent fast to his morning regimen, holding off on eating until well after the Today Show ends. Fitness influencers Jeanette Jenkins and Yusuf Myers developed a plan for anyone to incorporate fitness into their routine. No fancy gym memberships required. System 20 is all you need in 2020. Our show contributor Mara Schiavocampo and the women you're looking at today, they've been testing System 20 for the past 3 weeks. And listen carefully, they lost an average of 9 pounds already. I'm very proud of you guys. But that's not what I'm proudest about. Their blood pressure is trending down, waists are shrinking, people are sleeping more. You guys happy? Yes. Right, so Mara started System 20 with a very specific goal in mind. Take a look.
So I'm getting ready to start System 20, and I really wanted a goal that wasn't tied to the number on the scale because I'm not very motivated by the number on the scale. So my goal is the skinny jeans. These are my favorite jeans. These are my skinny jeans, and I would love to be able to button them and zip them and for them to fit well and feel good. So that is the motivation for System 20.
That is the ultimate test. How close are you to being able to button your jeans?
They are buttoned, Dr. Oz. I have them
That's
on.
them?
That's the jeans. I'm reunited with my favorite jeans for the first time in 2 years.
Why do women care so much about their jeans? It's amazing. But you all use that technique. I've heard it from my own family, I hear it.
It's motivation.
So you have a long history of dieting, which I'm very proud that you've been able to do.
Thank you.
And I'd love if it's okay if you can share what that story is and what's different now.
Yeah, so as some people know, I lost 90 pounds 8 years ago. Yeah.
Just say that again.
Yeah.
Go say it one more time.
I lost 90 pounds. And I've kept 80 pounds off since then, and I'm really proud of that. But over the last few years, I have been totally stuck. Everything that I used to do just wasn't working. I think it's probably because I'm getting older. So forget about losing 10 pounds. I haven't been able to lose 1 pound until I started this system. And now I'm down 5 pounds. So it's huge for me to be finally seeing results again. And I really think it's because this is a system. It's not just a diet. I'm focusing on food, of course, but also sleep, connecting to people. Those emotional connections are so important because sometimes the emotions drive you to food.
Of course. Yeah.
And so taking care of all of those things really has been the key for me.
When we were working this ad, and my production team worked, and we worked for a whole year on these plans.
Wow.
And millions of you used them, which means the world to me because you trust our judgment. But the whole focus was on something you could do for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And things like being connected and sleep are critical. So remember, System 20 is more than just about weight. We developed a list of System 20 goals designed to lower your risk of diseases like heart disease and diabetes and stroke, not to mention boosting your brain health and lessening pain you may have, because 100 million Americans have pain. Now, some of the goals include reducing your waist to under 35 inches, lowering your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your cholesterol, things I talk about all the time in the show. And we want you to lower your real age, that's how old your body thinks you are, to lower your real age by 2 years. You can take that test at DrOz.com. These are simple, easy to do. They're all free. Everything in this program is free. All you got to do is show up with yourself. So Curly Nikki's here, who I, as you all know, adore, but I never met why Curly Nikki was here in the first place. Her dad is here, Carl. And just look at their eyes. These are the smilingest eyes I've ever seen. So Nikki wrote to us because she was worried about her dad's blood pressure. So they started doing System 20 together. So what has been your experience like so far?
Since I've been doing System 20, my pressure has been trending down.
Good.
So,
yeah, men don't like going to the doctor because they put us on pills, and we don't want to be on the pills. If they're lifestyle choices that allow us to minimize or sometimes even get off pills, I think it's a home run.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Listen to the woman. I do. All right, so what will a day look like on System 20? Well, the hallmark of the plan is something called intermittent fasting. And this involves cutting off eating at 7 p.m. and breaking your fast at 11 a.m. It's easier than it looks because you're sleeping most of the time, right? And we laid out your entire day for you, so it's super easy, right? You're gonna wake up the same time every day. You should try to do that anyway, whatever time it is. Let's say it's 7 a.m., right? And then an hour later, you're gonna do your, over the first hour, you're gonna do your stretch and then this 2-minute guided meditation. It's super easy to do. So now it's not even 8 o'clock yet. You can find the guided meditations for free on the ShareCare app, right? Then we want you to do a fasted cardio routine, right? That means you gotta get your blood pumping before breakfast, before you break your fast for maximum benefits. And then you're gonna add some MCT oil, right, those short chain fats, into your morning coffee to help carry you through the fast. You can do that when you need it. And then around 11, right, around 11, you're gonna break your fast with brunch. That's right, my friends. Every day, it's gonna be brunch. Not just on the weekends. Move over breakfast, right? It's one less meal to think about, right? Now your focus is gonna be on 2 meals a day, your lunch, brunch, and your dinner. So when we come back, how do you eat on System 20? It's the meal-by-meal plan developed by the Dish on Oz crew to not only help you lose weight, but to also taste really, really good food. Stay with us. What did you witness between Aaliyah and R. Kelly?
R. Kelly's brother reveals what he knew.
He's a product of him being molested.
And how it affected their relationship. All new Oz.
That's coming up tomorrow. Morris Campo is not only our go-to investigator, she's also become an authority on healthier eating after her own 90-pound weight loss. Look at that, unbelievable. And she's helped me reveal System 20 because she's the expert on that too. The intermittent fasting plan for the health of your entire body is a 20-point checklist designed to help you, right? It's gonna help you lose 20 pounds and reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke by an average of about 20%. So let's show everyone how to eat on System 20. Yeah. It's straightforward. We actually made a bunch of formulas, and it's so simple that you can follow this matrix, right? And here's the matrix, right? It's a protein plus a green plus a bean, and then as much flavor, whatever you want to put in there, spice, the herbs, whatever you need in there, it works. Now, we're going to keep this plan low carb, but it's not a no carb because people get very irritable when they're no carb. Yeah. So explain how much of each of these we can eat.
Yeah, and it really is so simple. So the protein, it's a palm full of protein. It's so easy to measure a palm full. A cup of greens, and then half a cup of beans.
And you can take these meals in any direction you want. That's what I love about System 20. The matrix gives you endless options. You know, maybe you like chicken a lot, right? And you get a chicken, right? White beans, add the white beans in there, right? And a little bit of kale, you know I love kale, right? Or forget that, go to the shrimp, right? With some lima beans up there, it's with Swiss chard, and you turn these incredible recipes up there. You can change any element of the recipe to satisfy all the palates and cravings, and they're all available on DrOz.com/System20. They're all free. Take advantage of these insights. But I know we can tell you to eat beans and greens all day long, but it's gonna be pointless unless you guys find it sustainable because it tastes good. So I called upon my daughter Daphne and the Dish on Oz crew to develop delicious, satisfying recipes to go along with this System 20 plan. Daphne is in the Dish on Oz kitchen right now. Take it away.
The Dish on Oz culinary team has been hard at work dishing up some amazing System 20 meals. Just because you're trying to lose weight does not mean you can't have delicious food, so we've taken that System 20 formula of beans, greens, protein, and flavor and made you some rich and delicious combinations. Check it out. We've got shrimp fried cauliflower rice, braised chicken thighs with white beans and spicy kale, a super green salmon bowl, and even a sheet pan squash with chickpeas, broccoli rabe, and walnut pesto. Tune in on Wednesday because we're going to be dishing up a System 20 approved burrito just for you. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Daphne. They worked very hard on those recipes. They want these foods to taste so good, you'll be craving them. But there's one more thing that I want to add to your protein, your beans, and your greens. You can even add it to a meal if you want. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is it?
It is apple cider vinegar.
Now, I'm moaning and groan about this yet. We included apple cider vinegar in System 20 because there's some research out there showing it can help lower blood sugar level responses after meals. So you can drop 2 tablespoons or a shot roughly into 20 ounces of water if you don't want to have it in the meal. Is this what you do?
Yeah, so I'm going back to my college days here. So I drop these, we're gonna do a, there we go. You ready?
It worked.
It totally works.
I thought it only worked with tequila.
Exactly. It works with vinegar too.
That's all right.
And then you just chug it.
Listen, at least it's fun, but you can make it a salad dressing. You can include the vinegar any way you wish,
Absolutely.
but get the apple cider vinegar into your dish. Okay, now, if you don't want this, I got another idea. For those of you who are interested in a more subtle approach taking your apple cider vinegar, Amanda is here. She's been on System 20 for the past 3 weeks. You came up with a very creative way to incorporating apple cider vinegar. Before that, has it been working for you?
Oh my gosh, so well. I love it, and I feel really good.
And
really good.
It's not hard to stay on, I hope?
Oh, not hard to stay on at all. It's amazing.
All right, so you got a way of doing this I've never seen before. Take it away.
I made zucchini pickles, and it hardly has any calories, so I don't worry about it. Yeah, they're delicious.
Why did no one invent this before?
I don't know.
You could even drink the fluid from here.
Put it in the water.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Make a vinaigrette.
Man, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Make sure to check out Mara's YouTube channel. We're going to put the link below and on DrOz.com. You can find the full System 20 plan on my website. Up next, the System 20 shopping list, including the snacks you won't believe you're allowed to indulge in. But first, you're going to want to make this System 20 braised chicken thighs tonight. Check it out.
More of your CBD questions answered. Does it help with pain?
My back really does feel better.
All new Oz.
That's coming up on Wednesday.
System 20, a 20-point checklist to lose 20 pounds. Reduce your risk of heart disease by 20%, all in 2020. The hallmark of the plan, intermittent fasting. And we're getting rid of breakfast. You'll break your fast at 11 a.m. with a meal of beans, greens, and protein. There's no getting bored on this system because the Dish on Oz crew created recipes that actually taste good and fill you up. For the full plan, go to DrOz.com/System20.
It's the first week of January, and we're back revealing how to eat on System 20. Now, we just showed you the System 20 meal matrix, right? Look how good these foods look, right? You got vegetables, if you're vegan or vegetarian, poultry, fish, shrimp. But it's all the basic idea, right? You got beans and greens, some protein, and some flavors. And now it's time for the part that I know you're all waiting for. The snacks. What are you gonna eat in between those dishes I just showed you? So this is your System 20 Dr. Oz approved low-carb snack list. And the best part is these things taste really, really good. Join me now to prove it, our fitness influencers, Jeanette Jenkins and Yusuf Myers. The Angels, they've been on System 20 along with their social media followers for the last couple of weeks. So which System 20 snacks did you fall in love with?
Well, I've always loved cottage cheese, which is amazing. It's high in protein, low in sugar. You can throw some little cocoa nubs on there for some flavor, some walnuts, which are high in omega-3s, raspberries for some fiber. I mean, you got a mouth explosion right here, Doc.
It works.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, Yusuf, you've got another System 20 snack that I think everyone's going to be obsessed with. It's got the perfect combination. What is it?
Cheese chips. They are amazing. It's simple to make.
Oh, thanks.
You're literally gonna grab a mound of cheese, put it here, boom, turn it to a little mound. We're gonna grab some paprika, sprinkle that paprika on there. And it's, again, simple to make. You're gonna place it in the oven at a temperature of 400 degrees for about 7 minutes, and boom, you have amazing cheese chips.
Perfect. Now, the best part, I saved the best for last, is you can drink on the System 20. You can drink.
It's awesome. People think that trainers and fitness people that we don't drink, but some of us do.
So,
I'm gonna be honest and say I don't. But
I don't drink
think I'll
much,
try.
but there's a System 20 approved cocktail. And the cocktail of choice, gotta be clear alcohol. I happen to like tequila.
Me
Not my
too.
preference, but clear alcohol works.
It's agave. I mean, come on.
So let's make it together. Ice, you got ice in the bottom. Whatever your clear alcohol is, together with, in this case, lemon juice if you want.
Definitely.
But the best part about all this,
See,
a
I
little
don't really know
seltzer
what
on
I'm
top, right? Mix the baby up.
It's about balance, you know?
And this has 96 calories in it, right? You all know that, right? And because the
96?
agave is a little sweet anyway, you
Good
don't
to
need
know.
anything else sweet in there. And this is all you need to relax with your friends and have a
Cheers.
good time. All right, but there's one other part of System 20 you're all gonna love. Wait for it, wait for it. You get a cheat day every single week. Any day of your choice. Anyone. What are your favorite cheat days, you think?
Well, for me, I love pizza.
Me too.
I'm,
Hands down, I think I'm half Italian.
Why are they important?
Well, cheat days are important because realistically, we all struggle with eating clean. It doesn't matter who you are. So this is gonna be the day where you literally go out with your friends. You enjoy life. You party. You can eat whatever you want, whatever it is. You're gonna drink whatever you want. And then right after that, we're gonna get right back on the system so we can continue to work towards your goal, which is that 20 pounds in 1 year.
So I love the whole thing because it makes System manageable. And remember, you're meant to live with this for the rest of your life. It's not a fad diet. We're gonna put the Dr. Oz approved snack list and a full shopping list on droz.com/system20. You can text Oz to 66866. Do it right now to sign up for my free newsletter that features breaking news, exclusive recipes, and special tips for all you to help follow System 20. But we're not quite done yet, because Jeanette and Yusuf, when we come back, they're gonna reveal how to get your System 20 morning cardio with no fancy gym membership required. It's later in the show. Stay with us. All winter long, your skin goes from the cold outdoors back inside to the dry, heated indoors. And then back out to this. And then back inside to this again. So it's no wonder your skin can feel dry and look dull. So I wanted to hear what contributes to your winter skin.
Ugh, what causes my winter skin is this nasty, cold, dry weather.
I think my winter skin may be caused by the hot showers I take because it's so cold.
The temperature change, it's cold outside, then it's warm or hot when you get inside. It's mostly dry air because I have my heater on, it's very cold right now. All of this wind and cold, I would love for it to be radiant, glowing, soft, supple.
Dewy and fresh and radiant.
Very soft, dewy. I wish my skin would be more glowy.
Smooth and golden like it is in the summer.
I hear you, everybody. You want to shed your winter skin and help it glow. So I brought in board-certified dermatologist Dr. Rosemary Ingleton, who's here on behalf of my trusted sponsorship partner, Yusrin, to tell us more. So what happens to our skin that causes it to get dry and dull and sort of lose that glow this time of year?
You know, it's natural at this time of year for the skin to just be drier. What's happening is moisture is being removed from the skin so rapidly that the skin cells can't keep up, so you don't get that exfoliation that you normally do. Yeah. So you get these clumps of dry skin that just sit there, makes your skin look dry and dull and icky. So I know it's important throughout the year to use lotion, but even more importantly in the winter, you want a lotion that helps you with not only moisturizing, but you want to exfoliate those dead cells. So you bring out that radiance in your skin.
So we made a little demonstration. Come on over here. So this is what a lot of people's skin starts to look like when it's dry and dull, right? It's flaking. You guys complain about this all the time. And if you look at the skin, again, this is the skin, you got the different layers, but on the surface of the skin, part of what causes the dullness, and you correct me because you're the expert on dermatologic issues, is when you have skin that's starting to slough, it doesn't reflect the light, it looks like this. So you want a lotion, right, that moisturizes your skin, which effectively is doing this. It's helping you get rid and shed those cells. Am I getting this right?
Those are those clumps of dry cells that I was talking about that don't get a chance to come off normally in the winter. So that's what an exfoliating product does.
That's what you're left.
So, you know, you want to look for a lotion that gives you like this triple action effect where you're getting exfoliation,
So once exfoliation is
which is
done,
showing you.
then the second thing you want to do,
Right.
this is where the cool part happens. You have this.
Yes. So you need a lotion that is also going to give you hydration, right? So urea is one of those ingredients that will give this to you. It's a natural moisturizing factor. It binds water to it. It makes your cells plump. So you get very well hydrated.
You want your skin to be a little bit bouncy like this. You want a little bit of resilience to it, right?
Absolutely.
I love that. Now, but there's one extra element. So once you've got it hydrated, then you want to do something very special.
Yes.
You want it to glow.
You want it to glow. And the way that that happens is you want a product that has some oils.
Yeah.
And you can see the glow on your skin immediately. And we need that triple effect.
So if you look at the skin in this way, you've got the three things. You want the exfoliation, you want the moisturizing element, but you also want this glow.
You want the glow as well. And, you know, what better way to do it than to find a product that does all three for you?
So what kind of product do you recommend?
I like the Eucerin Intensive Repair Lotion, and I like it for a couple of reasons. It's this oil-rich formula. It incorporates some alpha hydroxy, so you're getting that moisture and you're getting the exfoliation. And it's really been clinically proven to work for 24 hours. And an added benefit is that it helps to improve your moisture reservoir in those deeper layers of your skin surface.
So who do you recommend it for as a dermatologist?
I really think that anybody who is looking for a rich, creamy moisturizer that is going to not only hydrate but also exfoliate will love this. And also, that oil, the fact that it's an oil-rich formula, it's going to give you that extra radiance. And people who want that immediate, you know, put it on and see that glow right away effect, that's going to be achieved by something like this.
So I gave the product to two of my viewers to test out for a few weeks, right? They've been using it for a while. They're going to report back today. This is Michelle's skin before using Eucerin's Intensive Repair Lotion. And there she is today. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Michelle, how would you describe your skin before you started the experiment?
I am such a flake. I really am. My skin is so dry, flaky, and itchy, and especially during the summer and winter months. During the summer, I go swimming every day, and the chlorine, it's a killer. It really leaves my skin dry, itchy, and flaky. And in the winter, my skin, because the heat is on all of the time, it makes my it makes my skin very dry and itchy and flaky as well. So year round, I'm pretty much, you know, at a no-win situation.
So you started using the Eucerin product a few weeks ago. How does the lotion change how you feel about your skin?
Oh, my skin is so soft, smooth, and silky. And bye-bye dry, irritated, flaky skin. I love how Eucerin locks in the moisture when I apply it after the shower. Plus, Eucerin Intensive Lotion really makes a difference in the appearance of my skin.
Is it that glow?
It's that the glow, the smoothness, the silkiness. Also, it absorbs very quickly, and it doesn't leave a sticky, greasy feel that some products usually do. I apply it all over, and especially on my feet. And boy, do my feet really need it. It really does. I can really see and feel the difference.
So at the start, you said you were a flake. Are you no longer a flake?
No longer a flake, thanks to Eucerin.
She's been exfoliated.
So, Sharice, a few weeks ago, you started using the Eucerin lotion as well. Describe your skin. This is a before and after again. There's going to be shares with everybody because these are stunning. So describe your skin before you started. How does it feel today?
My skin before using the lotion, it felt very dry, flaky. In the winter, I would chap easily. But after using the product, my skin felt very moisturized, contained, calm, and smooth.
Two happy customers.
Yes. Very nice.
So I got good news for everybody. Thanks to my partner, Eucerin, your skin can also feel like Michelle and Sharice's. That's because beginning tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, the first 5,000 people, it's a lot of people, to go to DrOz.com and enter will receive a coupon for one free Eucerin Intensive Repair Lotion. Now, normally, that would be the end of this segment, but I know how dangerous it can be here in front of a couple hundred friends So we're not going to stop there. My entire studio audience, you're all going home with a bottle of Eucerin Intensive Repair Lotion. Enjoy it, share it. We'll be right back. Today we launched System 20. Now, System 20 is not a diet. It's a system that tackles your entire body and all facets of your health, from the way you eat, to how well you sleep, to how you manage your stress, and also the way you move. Which brings me to fitness influencers, Jeanette Jenkins from the Hollywood Trainers Club, and Yusuf Meyer, trainer of PRX. They are back. They developed a really simple system. It's 20 exercises. It's a routine that anyone can do in the morning. But Jeanette, we purposely did not tell folks how long to exercise for. We just told them they had to exercise while they were still fasting. Why is that?
Well, so you can burn more fat, of course. I've been doing fasted cardio, honestly, 27 years. I'm 45.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I'm 45.
Do what she's doing.
And I started the very first time I did fasted cardio, I was 18, getting ready for a fitness competition. And I've been doing fasted cardio my entire
So get us going. What do you do?
Well, we're gonna start with alternating knee ups. Everybody can do this, right? It's low. Get off the couch at home. Come on. You can do this, just anyone. It's low impact, gets the blood flowing. 60% of your blood flows in your legs, get your heart rate up. And if you're really hardcore, you can take it a little high impact and give me high knees running. So you wanna do these for like 30 to 45-second intervals, and then you switch up to another exercise. Right, Yusuf?
Yusuf, strength exercise. What do you do?
So we're gonna transition from running in place to placing your feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna turn your toes out slightly, and we're gonna drop down into a squat. So initially, we'll just drop down, stand up, drive your hips forward, squeeze those glutes, down and up. So if you need a modified version, what you would do is you'll step over, you're gonna use a chair, same thing, feet shoulder width apart, sit down, and stand up.
You get the easy one.
Sit down and stand up. If you want to make it a little more challenging, then you can throw a plyometric into it, which is a little jump. We're focused on landing low.
Hey!
All right, now the plyometrics work, but there's a third part of this. I want everyone to be able to do this. We developed a System 20 plank challenge, because how long you can hold the plank actually gives us more insights than you think. World-renowned fitness guru and spokesperson for S11 Fitness. He's here, Billy Banks. Billy Banks.
How's everything?
Show us how to get in the proper plank position. You know for this.
So we're gonna go down on our knees. Now, when people, if you're just starting off, you want to start off, you can start off on just on your knees. This is how you can start. Okay. Start doing this to help you build your back up, build your strength up in yourself, and then mind-wise. Then once you start to feel comfortable, straighten out your legs, and then you hold it for 30 seconds, and you work on it. And if you can't hold it for 30 seconds, then count to 15 seconds, and then you drop it back to your knees. And then you count again, another 15 seconds, then go back up, and then pretty soon, you'll be holding it for a minute.
So if you want to be part of System 20, you can get started with us today. Everybody, all the resources you need, including these wonderful workouts, are on our one sheet. They're on droz.com/System20. Plus, you can text Oz to 66866 to sign up for my newsletter that features breaking news, exclusive recipes, and special tips to help you follow System 20. Take advantage, guys. It's free. It's yours. Your best years are there. Go enjoy them. The power to change lives, and the power in you. One person with one voice speaking the truth. Goodbye, everybody.